banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati.
Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals.
We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. Fields it right around the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Come on. Hey.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 20. Line.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Henry. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. These two teams met in Baltimore, you might remember, earlier in the year with the Ravens winning that game. So a win here in Cincinnati would give them the season sweep 2-zip.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Inside handoff, Henry. And some space here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try to hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Running left, it's Henry.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Back to throw. Huntley. It's caught inside the 25. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Looking to throw. Huntley. Well, that's complete to the fullback, Ricard. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Flush to his right. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Here we go. Go street.
On 4th down, Huntley. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Andy Isabella, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe him.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Hits his running back, Perine.
He'll get it inside the 20.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense, because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now it's Burrow. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have football with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
They go play action here on first down.
Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. John Ross, 76 yards. And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Next to score, Ravens 14, Bengals nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
From just inside the 20, a short kick. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're in an early hole. Their first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
A good first down call as the screenplay gets them 9. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
First down, here's Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
On 2.
Again, it's Burrow. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
11.
In motion comes the tight end left.
Right 80.
Burrow on third down. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Odafe Oweh drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Already up 2 touchdowns. How about that drive killer of a sack there to add to their good play? This offense coming away with no points now when some kind of score was desperately needed.
Here we go.
They'll send the tight end in motion left.
11 MC.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted.
Kevin King with a pick.
And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 41.
He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but, boy, he's playing really well.
Okay, ready?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
18 under, 18 left.
On 1st and 10, Huntley. He dumps it off for Henry. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 46-yard line.
79 Broncos.
Back to throw. Huntley going deep downfield for Ross. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Bengals are going to have it here just past the 25. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness, it's been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Here we go, here we go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Bengal first down on a 16-yard pickup there. Now it's Burrow.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. So call off the pick six.
Everything looked right. It looked like it was in their favor. Returned it for a touchdown, as you just described. But instead, the penalty for interference nullifies everything.
They go play action with Burrow.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
2nd and 10 now, Burrow. He'll get this out to his running back, Pirine.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
11 mighty, 11 mighty. 11 Thomas.
Play action. It's Burrow. Buying time to his left. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Marcus Williams.
And the Ravens are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
That's caught inside the 20. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Andy Isabella. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball, just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half.
From his end zone, here's Trent Taylor. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
From the 27, Burrow. He gets this, and it's out. He put it on the carpet, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Henry up the middle. And some room to roam now. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry.
That's his 19th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Ravens take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This taken in at the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Here's Burrow. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Burrow will throw. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Here we go.
7th play of the drive now as they come. Burrow looking to pass.
And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
Here we go.
They'll try and run for it. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. And these guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Here's Huntley. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Huntley to throw.
And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
19 tight. Hey, catch. 18, right here. Buffalo 18.
On 4th down, Huntley. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now a first carry for their fullback. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
The end result was brute force on brute force. But think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Ravens open the lead up to 34-0.
The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play.
And that flag accepted.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, here we go.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Blesson Austin. And the Ravens are going to get the football there as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. I guess we're at the point of the game where they do need to open up the playbook a little bit, start to take some chances down the field, but that one did not go as planned.
Yeah, these guys need something good to go their way, and they took an opportunity to take that shot there.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
We're still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Second down and 7.
And they go play action now. Burrow. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
That fourth quarter is certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp.
And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
As I say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the fourth quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. And all the way down to the 35. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. They'll run it again with Henry. Shreds him with a stiff arm.
144 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. To throw, Huntley.
Flushed out right.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
On 4th down, Huntley. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. Now Burrow on 1st down. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Now a carry for Pirine. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the 1st down.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 9.
The tight end in motion right. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. That one to the sideline, and a nice catch there. He stays in bounds, but a penalty marker is down as well. Well, there were about 70,000 that were quickly calling for that flag. It comes out there for pass interference.
And what do you think, partner? A little sarcasm in that cheering from this crowd here tonight. What they're hoping now is to build a little momentum off of it and give them a more genuine reason to cheer down the road.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
First down. Here's Burrow.
Looking for Chase on the out route. He's got him.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
11.
Here's Pirine. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. In motion left, the tight end. In motion right is the tight end. And they'll send the tight end in motion left.
Ryan again on second down.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Ravens have got it.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the 4th quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now a handoff to Henry. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Henry out of the pistol. And some room to work. Derrick Henry all alone. He's at the 30. 10. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Tucker now to add the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
On 1, right?
A final shot now for Burrow. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete.
And he has a big gain inside.